Sometimes I'll just stir shit up for no reason.
Absolutely.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Oh, you always have a reason. It's not always a really good one, but there's a reason.
Yeah. Oh,
Mostly because you enjoy it.
well, I mean, I love watching people get nervous.
No, it's more like hedonism is a awesome responsibility.
Joe, look out behind you. I love to watch people get nervous.
I came back to this tab to see what was behind me, and I know it's only my damn computer.
It's a duck or a penguin.
Oh.
You should have seen the look on Dan's face last night when I was talking about it in the green room. I said, "Yeah, I wasn't going to tell her." She asked me about it, and I said, "Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what Dan said. He'll have to tell you himself." And the look on Dan's face was, "Don't bring me into this."
I got enough damn trouble.
Hi, Carl and Donna.
Oh.
I'd say hi to Dan. He was in the chat, but he's right there and he knows.
I got somebody on HallowCon online and one of y'all on Stupid O'Clock. So I don't know.
Hey, HallowCon online was the first one that came up for me to be able to respond to comments.
I jumped on to Stupid O'Clock YouTube just long enough to say hello to everybody. So I'm not on it.
So either Carl, okay, Donna must have ran off then.
You scared Donna?
I'm seeing two. Oh.
Yeah, but
hey, I pulled up YouTube on the iPad like I normally do. We didn't show up anywhere on the going live even after the intro had started. I'm going, okay. And scrolled down my subscriptions until I got to HallowCon because it was the first one. I ain't scrolling all the way down to the S's. I'm sorry. That takes too long on an iPad. My finger will wear out.
Computer too.
Especially when you got 300 something subscriptions like I do.
Microsoft did a major update last week and a half or so.
Yeah.
A lot of apps got screwed up by whatever they've done. So I'm wondering if YouTube's having issues.
I don't know, but this is on the iPad. Microsoft having an update is not going to affect my iPad.
But if it affects YouTube,
okay. I take the point. You're absolutely right.
because YouTube's on Commodore 64, wherever the hell they're running that thing on. So,
Wait, who was just saying they had a Commodore 60? Okay.
I thought about buying the T-shirt. So, there's some.
They're more expensive than the Commodore 64.
The T-shirt costs more than the computer.
No, go to Radio Shack. The Coco 3 is far superior computer. Ask Carl. He knows the secret pathway.
A, there is no Radio Shack anymore. And B, Alabama just had their Radio Shack stolen. Literally.
I'm sure you can still find it on the Wayback Machine.
Hey, Adam.
Hello, Adam.
Etsy.
Yeah.
I have no way to get Adsy to.
Oh, yeah, I don't have him. I can't send him an invite because I don't have him as a friend.
Hold on, I can do it. I can send it to him through Discord.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Should I send one to? Yeah, I'm gonna. While you're doing that, hey, send one to
Cap.
Zach.
They're all linked to the Facebook.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Cap just won't accept the Facebook thing. So.
Oh, okay. What about Thesis?
I don't know.
I can send him one through Messenger.
I've got him on my Messenger friends now, so I can invite him to Last Man Standing.
Apparently Zach is doing something right now. So.
Oh, how dare he?
Yeah, getting ready to go to Europe.
Oh no, he's doing something on Discord. He's sharing a screen. It's live. So.
Oh. So, do you want me to send one to Adsy and?
Yeah, go ahead and send him one.
Hey, the whole crowd. I mean, seriously, we might as well hit them all up.
That was one hell of a party Thursday night with everybody.
Yes,
you're welcome.
To be honest, I was not expecting Dan to be here tonight. I figured he'd be all partied out from retiring.
Dan doesn't know how to be partied out.
Fine, bladed.
You only retire.
I'm willing to find out.
Yeah. You only retire once in your life really well. Then you run out of liquor. Then you run out of liquor and have to go back to work.
Yeah. I'm not relishing the 15-mile drive to the liquor store next time I need to go. It's 3 a.m. You must be lonely.
That's 3 p.m.
Remember, he's down under. What did you just break, Dan?
I didn't break anything. I accidentally nudged my keyboard and knocked the iPad off of the back of the keyboard.
Golf clap.
Hey, Dan, or
Yes,
Joe Dog, or whoever has admin access, you might want to repost the LMS link to the chat because you posted the same one for both.
Oh.
How the hell did I do that?
By not copying the other one?
Hit the button. It said copy. Give me a minute. I'll do it. Damn. Gotta freaking do everything around here.
So rumor has
he has to run his own damn show for a change.
Rumor has it there's a football game tomorrow.
Who cares?
Hey,
I don't care who wins. I care what the scores are, more specifically the last number of each score.
I love football. Anybody who knows
Someone
me
is
knows I love
playing the
football.
pool some.
Yes,
always-
ever since on pools,
Hey,
multiple.
You can always win the Super Bowl by betting on the cheerleaders.
Oh, Gary Poole asked who I thought would win the Super Bowl. I said hopefully Papa John's, because Pizza Hut and Domino's just don't cut it anymore. And Little Caesars is always a dark horse with the chicken wings.
Well, Pizza Hut and Domino's have chicken wings.
They're not as good as Little Caesars, though.
I make my own. So. Speaking of which, I went to the store today. And
Kill
here,
surprise.
chicken wings, chicken bites, and everything to make crab dip.
Oh, the essentials.
Yes.
Ah.
And beer. And
Yeah, we went to the store today, picked up everything for making a chicken Alfredo tonight, and ended up going to Tap House and having prime rib.
Nice.
Very good. Very
so you
good.
tapped out.
Yep. Actually, I think that prime rib's huge.
Oh,
I went to the
there's
shop today and the local green grocer, Bullhorn chilies.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I grew them. I got a massive tree out the back.
I've still got pepper
Make chili
plants.
tonight.
I've still got pepper plants in the greenhouse from over the summer. And matter of fact, I need to go out there and pick peppers.
Yeah, Michaela. It's Saturday night. What else have we got to do?
Did anyone send Michaela a link, or should we, or does she get it, or
She's not in the regular list because she's usually busy, but she just started a new job, so her Saturdays nights may be, well, I won't say free, but relatively inexpensive. Oh, that sounded horrible. I apologize.
Oh, there she is. Hi. Oh, Michaela, I'm sending it to the author, Michaela Jade Messenger.
That's the one that exists, yes.
Well, I'm sure she has others.
Oh, well,
I never-
definitely jump in there. Ken.
Definitely turn the damn camera on, woman.
We won't complain.
Much.
To
Uncle
quote-
Carl's hands are already on the screenshot button.
Well, at least one is.
I cannot believe he caught that many screenshots from Thursday night.
He went back and got him off the video.
I still can't believe he caught that many screenshots.
All he had to do was write down the time during the
Yeah,
live.
really.
And then,
I mean,
yeah.
that's- Be surprised what you can do with a computer these days.
I'm
Be
just saying.
glad he doesn't do it during the.
He did that though.
Because I
Be
really
glad he
wish I
doesn't
could
do
go
it
back
during the
in
green
time.
room
He does.
often.
I really wish I could go back in time, and every time one of my teachers in math class says, "You won't always have a calculator with you," just look them in the face and just start laughing.
Hmm.
So if you get a DeLorean, that's the first place you're going.
No, I want to go back and see Jesus either do the thing with the fishes and the loaves, or I really want to go to that wedding where he turned water into wine. I want to learn that trick.
Yeah, that'd be a good trick to learn.
I want to see it like build the pyramids. That's me.
That'd be a good one too.
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind going back in time and seeing the 7 great wonders. You know, especially the Colossus of Rhodes. And the
That
Pharaoh-
would be impressive. That would be impressive. I'd like to see them build that sucker. You want to watch them build pyramids? A bronze statue that stands with 1 foot on either side of a harbor entrance? Hey.
I'm going back in time and getting the mix design for the concrete.
Oh, they figured that out.
Oh, yes.
They say they figured it out.
Yeah, they just won't use it because
It's just too expensive. It's too expensive, and
They won't use it because then they'd be out of a damn job.
The Romans could make it. The Romans could make it because they had slave labor.
They won't make it. I will make a bunch of money, retire. Ta-da!
Mm-hmm.
So what were there was the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Colossus of Rhodes, Pharos at Alexandria, the pyramids.
Atlantis.
Was Atlantis one of the 7 great wonders?
they found Atlantis.
I don't think so.
They found
again.
Sahara Desert, the Eye of Sahara.
Yeah, Mauritania. Yeah. The Eye of the Sahara. Yeah. Very interesting.
We're going to have to cut off the Kool-Aid supply. Oh. Well,
type in the Eye of Sahara and have a look at that.
Oh, I've seen all.
Oh, the 7 great wonders of the ancient world were the Great Pyramids of Giza, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, Greece, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the mausoleum of Halicarnassus in Turkey, which was supposed to be pretty awesome too. Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, Greece, the Colossus of Rhodes, and then the Lighthouse at Alexandria.
I need 6 people to go with me to Dallas on November 23rd, 1963 with video cameras.
Are you getting into that human sacrifice stuff again?
No. I want 6 video cameras.
1 on the depository.
Yeah, 1 on the depository. 1 on the at the grassy knoll.
I got an easier one for you, Joe.
Yeah.
We'll just show up. If I remember the story correctly, Lee Harvey Oswald got a ride to work that morning. All we have to do is show up and kidnap him right there on the sidewalk in front of his house before he gets his ride to work.
No, I'm not going to change history. I'm not going to change history.
Just to see if somebody actually does shoot John F. Kennedy after that. Because if you grab Oswald and no shots ring out, you got the right guy. If you grab Oswald and he still gets shot 3 or 4 times, it was a conspiracy theory.
Or if you've watched Red Dwarf.
Oh, what's that movie that's got Bradley Cooper in it?
Guardians
that narrows it down a hell of a lot.
Well, the ballistics that they did the test and the amount of shots that were rung out and this, that, and the other pretty much proves that
he was solo. Yeah,
he was solo.
Yeah. And people still don't buy it. I mean, you go all sciencey and everything, and they still don't believe it.
I've got relatives in and around Dallas, and we actually went and did the tour of the book depository and the area, the
surrounds.
Yeah, the plaza.
Delu Plaza.
Thank you. And it would not have been that hard a shot. I mean, everybody's saying, "Oh, there's no way you can." It wasn't even 100 yards. Everybody in the U.S. military qualifies for a rifle between 50 and 300 yards. And the 100-yard target, I don't know of anyone that's ever missed the 100-yard target. The only reason people miss the 100-yard target, they shoot so many holes in it that when you shoot the target, the sensor doesn't register the fact that the bullet just went
it's going through somebody else's hole.
Some of them,
I know it.
It
Sounds like the band bus with the cheerleaders. I know.
The screens they put in windows keep bugs out? There are some targets by the end of the day that look like that. You can see through them. We used to call it the daily double because you could see a target pop up far behind. You could see the front target pop up, and you could actually see the other target pop up behind it through the first target. And if you angled it just right, you get both of them one bullet.
Hey, believe me, any Appalachian kid in the '60s could have done that. Probably at 1,000 yards.
The one I like was the guy he shot too quickly on the 50-meter target. Got mad and started throwing his empty magazines at him. Son of a bitch!
Oh, it wasn't Bradley Cooper. It was dang it, hold on a minute.
Kevin Costner.
It was what's his damn name? James Franco.
Oh, okay.
James Franco. This guy had a diner that had a doorway that kept linking you back to the past. And every time he'd go back, he would change the history till finally he saved JFK and
America got nuked.
the world went to shit.
What I've been on watching today is really, really interesting. It's got to do with Egypt, ancient Egypt and Australia. And there's these, they found these glyphs on the east coast of Australia called the Gosford glyphs. I mean, you pretty much couldn't get any further away from Egypt where this is located. And it was found in the 50s, I think it was. It's about 70 years old since they found it. And over the years, it's been debunked and then rebunked and then debunked again. And in the last 10 years, I've had a couple of guys, some of the most sort of educated Egyptologists on the planet from Egypt, sort of have a good study of it, and they've done the most sort of detailed and most thorough look into it. And they found that the majority of the people that were translating it said it was nonsensical, and that there was no real there was no real story. It was just a bunch of random glyphs thrown up on a rock, and so therefore it was fake. And then, but when you have a look at the hieroglyph dictionaries that have been released, it's very mixed and matched and choppy. And these guys are probably the leading authorities on it because they've been doing research on it, and they've had the access to all the different hieroglyph dictionaries, and they pieced out a story that they think is probably the most likely, story that whoever it was trying to portray on this wall in Gosford. And basically, a lot of the Australian authorities have been saying on Egyptology that it was all forged, and that it's just it was some guy in the 70s that did it or something, or there's been others at it. There's a whole bunch of misinformation, or it's very sort of debatable. But these guys have just found that a few of the hieroglyphs that were used have not been discovered until they were only discovered in 2012. And so these hieroglyphs that were up on these rocks that have been attributed to people in the 50s and 70s, it's reopened the case again, because for them to only have these hieroglyphs in the dictionaries as of 2012 sort of throws a spanner in the mix, because how could they have put these symbols up there if they had never had access to these dictionaries until 2012? So it's very, very interesting. Yeah, the Gosford glyphs they're called, and I've been going deep all morning on it because it's been raining, so I've just been watching these vids.
Is it
really cool.
GNOS?
Look up Mini Minute Man. Milo Rossi. He does a great job debunking it. And he is an archaeologist. He's rather young, but he's very entertaining with his presentation. The one part of that was he pointed out that an Australian park ranger, whatever the term, actually caught some old guy carving stuff in the cliffs. And I've never been allowed back in Australia again.
Well, Well, there's a picture of Bart Simpson and Homer Simpson on there that's been carved into it. So obviously people have been graffitiing there. But, you know.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you know, Homer Simpson does have kind of Egyptian look to him. So
You graffitied the oldest cliffs in the universe. You wouldn't answer your phone.
Yeah, so that research that they've done, the most detailed and recent accredited evidence that they've been putting forth and stuff, and the whole thing, or some old guy, and I had heard that the ranger caught somebody, graffitiing or carving into the glyphs there, but like, you know, what they're saying, that this most recent evidence saying that, you know, he would have had to have had access to 2012 dictionaries in the 70s to be able to pull off these symbols. Pretty much throws a new spanner in the mix. Like, you know, unless they've got a time machine, a DeLorean, it's not happening.
Actually,
have you seen my background picture?
knowing a few Australians as well as I do, I could see them putting these glyphs on the rock in Australia, and then when the Egypt people say that they're not real glyphs, sneaking into the pyramids in Egypt and putting those same glyphs up there. So, wait a minute.
Sneaky.
These glyphs are the same.
Oh.
And what's his name? Zawi Hawass.
Zawi Hawass.
You know what I'm talking about?
Shame on you.
Give me a second here. Wrong one.
Thanks, Dan.
Sorry.
God, I thought I just had a.
Well, Hawassi, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
You know the guy that found the little tunnel in the pyramids and sent his robot up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really interesting.
He is now banned from Egypt. He can't even come into the country anymore.
Really?
Because they did another test where they drilled a hole.
Oh, yeah.
Through that, and there was another door, and the door is wood. And they asked to drill through it, and Hawassi kicked him out of the country.
Yep. But Hawass doesn't want them, finding out his big loot hoard.
Yeah.
Imagine the loot that guy's got. Like, oh.
It's a secret Men in Black base behind that wooden door.
Well,
it's the Stargate.
It's that big. It's not much of a door. Come on.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Little aliens.
Little aliens. Hey.
Go away.
Oh.
That would
That's just sitting there going, oh, no.
Oh, you spurred an idea, though.
What?
What if rather than figuring out how to make bigger spaceships go faster, we figure out how to shrink humans?
I've seen that.
But then we have small spaceships which should be able to go faster.
Okay.
I've seen that movie.
Yes. They got inside this guy's head and did brain surgery. Yes, I've seen the movie.
Hey, Sydney.
Anyway, I read something today, and I think I put it on Stupid O'Clock. Scientists have figured out a way to slow down light by 10,000 times.
All they got to do is come around here. I mean, shit, we don't even get the Saturday night Grand Ole Opry till Thursday afternoon.
Go to Georgia in winter.
Yeah, really. Shit gets real slow.
But here's the interesting thing. If you can slow down light that much, okay, can you speed up other matter in the opposite direction?
Oh, man, you can
there's your warp drive right there. So,
well, turns out you need exotic matter we haven't discovered yet.
We made a warp bubble a couple years ago. They did make a successful warp bubble.
It lasted all of what, a half a second?
A half a second, and it was like the size of like a peanut or something. But
So we can send a peanut to another planet.
From little things, big things grow.
Yes.
we proved that the idea is feasible. It's now we don't have the energy to do so.
Well, I'm going to tell you, our first interstellar incident is going to be when some planet gets hit with a manhole.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the manhole says "Made in Nevada."
I'm betting Dollar General store.
Oh no!
We'll make contact with another planet, and the first thing that'll happen is a Dollar General store will pop up,
and then a Walmart, and then
another, and
And a
Waffle.
Chick-fil-A.
McDonald's.
Somebody will build a Del Taco, and then right next to it there'll be a Taco Bell trying to put it out of business.
No, we
Then
might
Home
see a
Depot-
whole new
Then Home Depot and Lowe's.
and spermia.
Yeah.
There's some
and then-
Menards in there.
Hey, I'm waiting for Big Chicken to open up on Hickson Pike.
Big Chicken.
Starbucks, yes, Carl. Starbucks, yeah.
Big
They'll
Chicken.
be there too.
It's also known as Shack. It's
Oh.
Shaquille O'Neal's chicken place.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I've heard about
I just want to see Joe Dog try to say that again 5 times fast.
It ain't happening.
I can't imagine him saying it one time slow.
It was entertainment.
My teeth got in the way. If I took my teeth out, I could probably say it.
I am.
I am waiting to see what
that line.
You're not touching that yet. Teeth got in the way.
I am waiting to see which company signs on first with some of these private stations that are being built. It's like, who's, with Starbucks going to be so? Because Hilton already has. Hilton's working with Axiom. to build the
They've had
room.
that. They've made that
wow.
promise since 2001: A Space Odyssey came out.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah. And,
I said, I
and
hear poppers.
Starbucks is going to build like 5 shops inside the one little space station that only holds 7 people.
Well, there'll just be a bunch of Keurig makers.
Well, it'll still have the logo.
Can you imagine being the guy on the space station that your job is working at the Starbucks counter?
I volunteer as tribute. May the odds be
Waffle
ever
House.
in my favor.
How could we forget Waffle House? Chris, you're right.
Tribute to who exactly? The space gods.
Elon.
Elon. Lord
Do they have
Elon.
ice cubes at that Waffle House?
Inside jokes are us.
Now, the problem is, I don't think you can actually put a Waffle House in outer space. Okay. You would have to have gravity to be able to make Waffle House food.
Yeah.
True.
There's just no way to make their food in zero gravity.
Hey, you get that many drunk folks sitting there, they're going to make their own gravity.
Well, that's why we're making gravity. I mean, they're going to do the first anti-gravity tests next year
Oh wow.
With the spinning
capsule.
Centripetal force. Yeah.
Well, we don't fully understand how it's going to work because the capsule fits on a Falcon 9, which means it's only 9 meters in diameter. And spinning a can this way with people standing in it this way is not going to give you gravity that works.
No, I imagine it's going to wind up being like those merry-go-rounds they used to have on the kids' playgrounds at school. That the kids would get them going so fast it'd throw them all over the damn place. And in a centrifugal environment that small, I imagine any fall would be terribly painful.
So would you stand on the walls then?
Yeah.
I guess you'd have to.
So like you would stand with your head in the
like
middle
that
and your feet going around.
Exactly.
It would be that amusement park ride that spins and sticks you to the wall and the floor
Oh,
taps
Gravitron.
under you.
Yeah.
The
you
vomit-
bet
Would that be
legs.
healthy for the body because of the difference in G forces at the different height of a person?
No, because your
It's
body-
more effective with a larger diameter environment.
right. But your body, because it's attached to the floor, that's where the centrifugal force center point is. So
Okay.
it'll affect your body fairly equally.
Exactly,
problem is,
Chris.
if you
Just
fall
make
down-
grab plates.
Honestly, I don't know why we don't.
Because
We know how magnets work.
but that magnetism and gravitation are two different things.
Well, they're interrelated, but they are different.
But if
Like-
you just had magnet
like
boots to
fail.
walk around and you were strapped into your boots, it'd solve half of our problem.
Well,
keep you
don't
from
they already
floating
do
away.
that? No,
No.
the main reason, Zach, that nobody's ever done the spinning for artificial gravity is that we've never built anything big enough to make a difference yet.
To make it work worth a damn.
It needs to be almost a quarter-mile radius. So it'd have to be a half-mile diameter tube that spins.
And the larger diameter of the tube, the easier and the more imperceptible the difference between the force at your feet holding you to the outside wall and your head pointing towards the center is. It's not Rendezvous with Rama because that one didn't spin. No, it did spin. That's a good example. I mean, that was several miles in diameter.
Yeah, this is the company that's going to do it, called Vast. They actually bought. There was a couple other companies that got bought out by Vast, who are doing different elements. So I don't think I don't remember if the Haven demo happened yet or not. But then Haven 1 is literally the exact size of a Falcon 9 fairing, but they're going to test the artificial gravity in it, and that will have 4 crew that will dock to it with a Crew Dragon. So this is just the capsule, and then Dragon docks up here on the top.
Yeah. Oh, wait. That thing at the bottom, is that the docking facility?
I think that's how it attaches to Falcon. Maybe they've changed
Kind of
it.
looks like a docking port.
It does, because I thought they were
It doesn't
docking
look
it
like
here,
a thruster.
but maybe this is a cupola they're doing now at the top. And then,
Look, fun.
Oh, Carl needs to be hired by somebody. Too bad last
I know where you live.
Oh,
Oh my gosh! And then they're gonna scale it up to fit
I'm
Starship,
glad I didn't miss that.
so it'll be a much larger space. And then that's by the end of the decade. And then 2030s, they will dock multiple together to make these really long, weird sausages that will be 100 meters long. That'll be entirely artificial gravity.
Now, which country's doing this?
This is called VAST,
Now, what country?
the U.S.
Oh, because
There we go. That's
if it was Germany, they wouldn't be sausages. They'd be
okay. So the docking port is on the bottom now, and they're putting a window at the top. So this will launch first, and then Dragon comes up to it, and then this will have the gravity. But like, there's a lot of questions on how this is going to work by August next year. But have they gotten rid of it? Yes, that's how it fits in there. They got rid of the long run plan. Long run, they had a plan that they would take this 100-meter long sausage, and in the 2040s they would actually curve it all. So it would become that one big ring station that we've seen in sci-fi.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
Zach, you're interesting Dawn strangely.
With
I
sausages
nothing.
that curve.
No. I'm still laughing about Carl's.
Unacceptable.
What's unacceptable? That I can be semi-serious-ish sometimes?
No. Yeah, I guess they got rid of the circle one, but
Yeah, if you've ever seen the movie 2001, you know how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
It's just we've never garnered the resources to build something that large in space and spin it, because you know it's going to take a little bit of reaction mass to spin that sucker up.
well, and that's the question: is how this all works. Is the same thing. Like This is one big long thing. You're not spinning it this way because that'll break the solar panels.
What
Well,
There's no way to spin this unless you're spinning the inside and the solar panels and the outside stay stable.
I have already designed this system. No,
Did
seriously,
you
I have.
trademark it?
Well,
There's
wait a minute.
billions of
It's
dollars being poured into
copyrighted.
Hey, Zach. You see that little round section right in the middle of that?
this one.
Well,
Oh,
hang
you
on.
can't see my thing. Yes, smack in the middle.
Yeah. Why don't you point at it for us, Zach? Yeah.
Right there.
Right
This one.
there.
In the
It's
middle.
over
I can't
there.
believe you
No,
said
it's
that,
down there.
Zach.
Well, hang on a minute. I need a prop. Hang on a second. Okay. Here, bring me up, somebody. Okay. So they can see this.
Bring yourself up because none of us could do it. Well, actually, Dan could.
Okay. Let's say this is that same space station.
Yes.
What if it spins like this
Then all the gravity is to the
to the two ends?
two ends. Yes,
But they could have multiple floors throughout that tube.
yes, and each
With
one would have a
differing gravities.
different level of gravity. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, this is what they think long run the dream was before they.
There we go.
this
Oh
is
yeah,
what
yeah.
used to be
Now
able to
that
do.
would work.
Right, that just makes sense. That's what always has made
Now-
sense.
Do both the rings rotate in the same direction, or they counter rotate?
Good question. Next question.
They should be rotating in the same direction. Otherwise, wherever
was
the
the-
hinge is in the middle is going to be really weak and it might fly apart.
This was the other render, the one you were talking about that had that circle in it.
Yeah.
But it was like
Yeah.
a square dock.
Yeah. So with that design, all the gravity would be going to the two pointy ends, and there'd be zero gravity where the docking point
Where the
is.
docking
Unless
point
they
is.
can find a way to spin it like this, and then you're standing with your. Keep in mind, this is a starship size, so this is 30. What is it? It's not 30 feet.
I think
30
it said 100.
meters?
I think
No,
it said
it's
100.
9. It's a 9 meters.
Oh, 9 meters across.
So you put the solar panels on tracks and add little rings for the tracks to go through.
No. Like
Well,
I
that's
said,
why I'm thinking like the outside maybe doesn't move, but the inside does.
That would be the best way to make it work and not have to mess with trying
have-
to
have
put
two
the
rotating.
solar panels on roller skates so they spin around the outside without.
Have tubes on the left and right, and the center is stationary, and then the tubes rotate inside the station.
I mean, we'll get an idea when they launch this next year on how
Yeah.
they're going to do it because it's supposed to have a demo of it.
And that is the docking port. Cool.
Yeah.
No, you're
Yeah.
not, Carl. You are not sorry because that's too damn funny to be sorry about.
Ah.
I must
don't
love
want
you
to
and leave you, everyone. Good chatting again. I'll catch up with you soon. I've got a few things to do. So,
All right.
Have a good
Thank
afternoon.
you, Nancy.
being here.
Yeah, see.
yeah.
Merry Christmas. Okay. Next.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see them build this up as they go because one starship is equal to the entire livable space of the ISS.
Okay, so somebody's got to put Carl's comment up now.
Which one?
No, not all.
Oh, Zachy, get your butt back in. There you go.
Yes, and seriously, I have already designed this shit. When Fly-by-Wire comes out, you'll be able to read it for yourself.
You should make some calls because they're stealing your idea.
Oh no, that's all right. They're stealing Werner von Braun's idea and Robert Goddard's idea. I couldn't patent it, but
Yeah,
I
the
do
Von
have,
Braun station. Yeah.
I do have the book copyrighted already, so
Let me see here.
it'll be out sometime.
Yeah.
I'm
This is-
sure they'll
this
get
is-
around to it.
This is the other station that's in development. But these are inflatable habitats.
That's what I'm waiting to see because that actually sounds pretty cool.
So this is
Yeah.
completely a hotel. The question is that I've had since I've ever seen this is the one big starship in the middle makes sense to me. why are there like 100 Dream Chasers on the outside? All those little planes.
Escape
Because
pods.
the spin makes it easier to launch.
I
You just
get.
un-
I mean,
You
escape
just
pods.
undo the docking clamps and it floats away because it's already got the outward radial velocity from the spin.
But
Now the
that's
thing
so many
is,
launches.
where the starship is docked in the center, you have to have your docking bay is either going to be, you've got to spin the ship to get to it,
Yeah.
which is going to really play hell with the astronauts, or
No.
you've got to have the center section counter rotating.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I've designed spin locks, which are like airlocks for something that spins, so that you want to be able to change floors or whatever.
Zach, the Dream Chasers would be escape pods.
Well, I'm glad they think they have that much money to buy those for that many escape pods. Just buy a couple starships, be easier.
Then
No, if you got enough money to get a room in that hotel, you're going to have your own damn Dream Chaser.
Yeah. Okay, let's put it this way. Each one of those little Dream Chasers has a name like Elon, Brant, Branson, and
If Branson has any money left.
yeah, he probably does. He ain't that stupid.
Well, you heard what happened on their last flight? They're under an FAA investigation again.
What happened?
What did they do?
Virgin's plane attaches to like the mothership,
Yeah.
and there's some pins in it. And when they separated, one of the pins fell out of the spaceship and fell all the way to the ground. And the Virgin didn't say anything until they filed their report. And then the FAA was like, hello, investigation has begun because your spaceship's falling apart. The best part is they said, these spaceships should be good for up to 100 flights before major refurbishment. This was flight 7.
Oh, Stephanie, I called Stephanie. She's not feeling well. So.
I was wondering what that was about, John. I was like,
Okay. So, anyway, Stephanie says, okay, tell the guys I said hi and congratulate Dan for me.
Sweetheart.
And she's like got a sore throat and flu and, coffee, achy, sleepy, stuffy head, fever, so she can rest medicine and pajamas.
it's been a shit week. We'll just go with that.
It's
I
been
feel
more
that.
than a week.
Well, I'm just saying for right this moment.
Yeah.
Let me see what
Carl
we've
invented
done. Conspiracy
magnetic
theory.
trains way back, but he was too young to do anything with it.
We've done conspiracy
Well-
theories, rocket launches. I guess it's time to talk about Super Bowl.
We
Why?
made fun of Zach.
What there is of it.
All I'm going to say is I cannot wait till y'all see the Paramount Plus commercial.
I
Super
put it
Bowl
on Stupid O'Clock.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, like last week.
Y'all
It
need to
was-
screen
come
record
on,
all these
Joe.
commercials and send them to me because your country doesn't send them in my country.
Oh, really? I put it on Stupid O'Clock.
Well, I haven't seen that one, but they spend all this money on all these ads for the States for brands that we have here, and then they don't air them here, even though we're airing the Super Bowl. We get Canadian Super Bowl ads.
Oh my god.
They're
I
awful.
wonder how much those run.
Pennies on the dollar. We should get Joe. We should get a HallowCon Super Bowl ad.
Yeah.
Ooh. And it, NDCD Super Bowl ad in Canada. I could probably pay for that out of my pocket change.
Do it, Joe. Do it.
I mean, I know the guy. If you want to get a bus or a train
I
done,
mean, you've already made the damn thing. All we had to do is buy the time on Canadian television.
I just dropped $1,200 on advertisement for the next 2 years. So
Oh,
What?
2 years. Whoa. Okay.
Don says, "What?"
I don't spend that much on booze every week.
There's something in the pipeline coming down, Joe?
It's through one of the Facebook pages. It's actually I was talking to the guys earlier about one of the pages. It's a Storm Chaser group that's based out of Chicago, and they do tons of live weather updates, and they get really in depth with it, pulling up the different maps and where things are going and how things are looking. And he runs a little like banner ads, not really banner ads, but kind of almost like a little slideshow ad in the sidebar of the various advertisers.
Is he a member of IndieCD.org?
He is not, and I asked him about it, and because he actually sells a lot of his videos and stuff that he does from chasing. His thing was he didn't want the videos on there because he sells them. Like, wouldn't have to put the videos on there; it'd just be a link to your Facebook page. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's coverage.
Yep. And he gets tons of views. I mean, anytime I've been on one of his live streams, there's generally, especially if there's a large storm coming in, there's 300-400 people watching.
Yeah, I had somebody one time.
Paging Joe Dog.
All right.
I had somebody arguing with me one time about you're not supposed to question the science. I said, and went into that argument.
Wait a minute. That's what science is for, to be
And that's what-
questioned.
I was about to jump in there and say that, but somebody beat me to it. He said, no. You can't question scientists like that. I said, I can defeat your logic with one word. He goes, what? Meteorology. Because trust me, ask NASA about all their science and how meteorology kicks them in the ass every time.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Carl.
Put the QR code up almost over Dan's head.
That's all right. I'll never notice.
Here we go. There. Oh, wait, that didn't work. There we go. That's better. Okay.
Are you trying to tell me I've got a bigger head than Joe Dog?
Yep.
I put it over mine, but I got R2D2 behind me. So
Surprised you didn't put over my head.
wouldn't cover the
wants to
taco.
cover up your face.
Actually, it
I'll
would
just
work
shift over
better
a little
like
bit.
this. There we go.
our
Now he
lovely
looks like a
spokesperson.
news
Zach.
person.
Our lovely spokesperson, yes.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble now.
Muncie.
Ooh, put it with Chris.
Oh, there we go.
Oops, that ain't gonna work. Okay, never mind. Okay, there we go.
It looks like he's Zorro now.
And actually, that new sign up page, you can pay actually on that page.
Yes,
For what?
Carl, that's a Muncie. Go ahead and click it 2 or 3 times.
What did I miss?
Let's see.
We proved
conspiracy-
Santa Claus is real.
I saw the conspiracy theory, the
Seven
spaceship
Wonders of the
thing
World,
I'm talking about just a minute ago.
HallowCon,
QR code.
Joe
Artificial
Dogs
gravity.
agreed to buy a HallowCon Super Bowl commercial next year.
centrifugal force, artificial gravity, warp
Yeah, I read
drives,
all
space
that.
stations.
The QR code's what did I miss?
I think
Oh, that's HallowCon.
That's
Donna said, it's Chris.
Yeah,
I squeed for her.
I thought I heard 2-part harmony.
Is it just an old-fashioned love song?
That would be
in 2-part harmony.
3-part harmony.
I say, wasn't that a 3-part harmony?
Yes.
I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 2.
had 3 people in the group.
Well, there are only 3 representatives of the cult here, or 2. representatives of the cult here. One live and one Memorex.
Damn.
Now, it may have been an old-fashioned love song, but Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Yeah.
Was he a good friend of yours?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's drink wine together.
You know, I
Damn good
often
Yeah,
wine,
mighty
wondered
fine
why,
wine.
I often
Yes, he
wondered
did.
why they went with bullfrog rather than bulldog, because the entire thing would make a whole lot more sense.
It would, because, there is a North Georgia winery that actually makes a wine called Bulldog Red.
I
Yes.
think I lived somewhere very close to that.
Damn.
Suddenly I've become unemployed for my retirement.
Uh-oh. Who fired us?
I don't know.
Wasn't me.
I have to do some research here in a minute.
Okay, according to the computer, my paycheck hasn't changed, so I haven't been fired.
I work for myself, so good luck firing me.
Hey,
I plead the fifth.
I ain't even working for the weekend anymore because it's all weekend from now on out.
Yeah, we all need a new romance.
Well, I know it was the bullfrog joke. We're just trying to figure out who you are. Can you please click on the allow if you would, so we know who you are? So I don't...
Mark Ingram.
Okay.
Oh. Here you go, Mark. Hold on. Where is it?
We're just gonna
Yes,
find
Earl,
this
we
party with
will.
them.
We definitely will. I will greatly relax, and probably my alcohol consumption will decrease.
Good. I mean, that we're concerned.
Oh, shit.
Why would you be concerned about how much I drink?
Because we give a shit.
No. It's not that much. It just appears to be because I enjoy it a lot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Thursday night, I had 2 beers and 3 shots of liquor in 5 hours.
That's because we were laughing too much for you to even try to drink, because every time you try to drink, we were going to make you try to get a new keyboard.
That wouldn't stop me. I've got several backup keyboards.
Then why do you always tell us that we get blamed?
Because it's fun to see your expression.
Go to that
There
website.
goes Carl with a screenshot right there. Only
He
sleep
could back
when
to
it's
catch
raining.
that one.
Mark said if you're counting your alcohol,
You can catch it on replay, Carl. Just mark the time. It is 1 hour and 2 seconds.
Oh.
Then back
No,
to
I
that
don't
floor.
count. It's just when I shut the camera off and the show's over, I go over to my little 6-pack beer fridge. I open the door. I know I put 6 in there. There's 4 left. I'm going, that was a good show. I didn't even have time to get up and grab another beer.
Yeah, no, you weren't. When you weren't paying attention, Lindsay had Kimber bring in cans to replace those, and you didn't even see it.
Oh, she doesn't have thumbs. Kimber, not Lindsay. Lindsay has thumbs.
I was gonna say, I've seen her thumbs. She's got them.
Don, that reminds me of a story my dad told me about a asshole boss that he had who drove a Volkswagen Bug, and for nearly a month they kept topping the gas tank off for him while he was in the building. Then after a month they started siphoning 5 gallons of gas out of it.
Damn it, Carl.
Oh.
Do you have a Dawn album, Carl?
It would not surprise me.
Yes, he's got a Dawn album. He's got a Donna album. He's got a Michaela album. He's got a Willow album. And this is just guesswork off the top of my head, but I'm willing to bet money on it. Not much, but actual money.
He's probably got a Kelly Gutner album too.
He's
Probably
probably got
an
a-
album.
He's probably got an album of all the assaults my wife has done on me.
Do computer folders count?
Oh, Carl.
Yes, those
Sure.
are albums. Yes, Carl, those are albums. Oh, my sweet summer child. Oh. And that is the first beer I've opened since the show started.
Just bring some in.
Heather!
Hi, Heather.
Hey, Heather.
And now we're all quiet. Because
I'm
we're
reading
waiting to see.
popcorn.
We're trying to figure out. We're waiting for Carl to count how many folders he has.
Oh, good God.
We don't have all night, Dawn.
I can't even get the computer to count how many folders I've got.
I'm just talking about those specific ones.
Yeah, that doesn't narrow it down much. Of course, I do have one label Betty Page, and that's all that's in there. But
We know how you feel about
Yeah.
Betty. Talking about those specific ones.
who did that?
I was pulling up the
Nope.
HallowCon group broadcast so I could make sure that was still Mark saying howdy because he hasn't given StreamYard permission or Facebook permission to sign in.
That wasn't me, but that's going to be me because that's a fantastic sound effect to the soundboard for the Green Room Discord.
And Mark likes your laugh, Dan.
Well, I've had a lot of practice. I put a lot of work into it.
You get plenty of practice around this place with this bunch.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Laughing with, laughing at, laughing for.
Just laughing, period.
This is not the gym. I'm not laughing at anybody.
Yeah. Y'all are all laughing with me at all the time. I know.
No, you've laughed at me. I know it.
Something like that.
No, I'm talking about me.
I may have laughed at your momentary misfortune, but not at you.
Oh. You've laughed at my actions before. Hey, you were at the Waffle House when the ice went down John's back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I do have to say I was laughing equally at how quickly John sprang to attention.
Hey,
He
Laughter
showed
is better
remarkable
than no laughter.
restraint. There were very few vocalized cuss words that came out.
Revenge requires restraint.
I am not helping you buy any more cargo straps.
Ooh, oh shit, I did it again. I got it.
If you'd like to pre-order our Faces of Dawn 2025 calendar, please contact us at indiecd.com.
Oh, don't give Joe and Carl that kind of idea.
Oh, it's not an idea. It's already in the
Wheeze of
word.
doom.
You see that shirt of Darth Vader's emotions? And we're making that of you, and then we're going to do Eras of Dawn by Taylor Swift. And we got a whole collection.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay, I'm already in the back end of Indie CD. What do I need to do now?
Faces of Dawn 2025 calendar pre-sale.
Because Uncle Carl's got the photographs.
Carl, send me the pics.
Wait. What's my cut on this?
A high five.
Same as your
So for every calendar you sell, I get half.
Yep.
Tacos.
And how much are you going to sell them for?
50 cents a piece. I'm gonna lose a shit ton of money.
They only cost like $12.99 to make, $13.99 to make. Printed to order.
Oh.
Ooh, hi, Thesis.
That just
Does Foxy know this?
on an entirely different franchise in my mind.
We could do metal prints, acrylic, coffee mugs.
Oh, I'd take a coffee mug with me going, I'm teasing.
Thank you for another face for the calendar.
I figure why even bother now because he's just going to keep screenshotting shit.
And I can see the almost the end of the show costume with Dawn going, paint me like one of your French girls.
The question is, what month is Taco Month?
No,
I would say May because it's Cinco de Mayo.
Every Tuesday, yes.
Yeah.
Just every Tuesday.
Cinco de Mayo is a good one.
Taco.
I could live with that.
All right. There is not a taco month. There is a taco day.
Oh,
Tuesdays.
Let's see.
Well,
In the
that's
United
traditional.
In the United States, it is celebrated on October 4th. In Mexico, Dia del Taco is celebrated on March 31st.
No, March is my birthday. We can't have the taco on my birthday month.
but that could be Day of Dawn Taco. That'll be your birthday.
Instead of Dia del Taco, it could be Day of Dawn Taco.
No, we'll put it on her birthday.
Hey,
Yeah,
it could
by the
be-
way, what did you say the other night, John, about kissing my taco?
Oh, I can't do it now because we're not in the right positions. But Joe could.
I mean, I don't think Dawn would mind people lining up to eat her taco.
You know, hey, Joe.
Yeah.
You know, for HallowCon next year, we're going to have to add tacos to the menu.
They don't have to.
Oh.
I was
know
already told
such
that I'm getting a special
interesting
taco next year or this year.
You do it one year.
I'd say your taco's pretty damn special already, honey. Now I like the idea of a birthday margarita for you.
You'd have to drink it for me.
Oh, there we go. HallowCon, margaritas and tacos.
I volunteer as
I
tribute.
didn't say it was a drink.
Margarita taco.
Well, there's a name for you.
Oh, Mark, that's nothing. You should go see the episode where Don's Taco first got mentioned.
Look. If
Carl
you
has
haven't got,
pictures.
if you hadn't gotten used to the spontaneity that is my sense of humor and the random stuff my brain generates, God, stay close to the staircase. The candles can be treacherous. I know I mangled that quote, but it sounded so much more funny that way. Spontaneity, yes. I can read it. I can't say it out of my head, but I can read it. No, my brain doesn't generate anything. There's not enough horsepower there. That's, you're not supposed to know about that.
Who said that?
Mark Ingram, he's the one that's a Facebook user.
How many Facebook users do we have?
He's the only one because he hasn't given StreamYard permission or Facebook permission to use StreamYard or whichever way that
However,
goes. However, that cookie crumbles.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to put it in terms of English, and then I realized that I rarely speak that language.
It's you're giving StreamYard permission to use your Facebook. So.
Yep.
Now I want a cookie.
Don't we all?
Does Zach need a cookie?
That needs a cookie.
Uh-oh.
We don't get those up here. We get 2 boring type of Girl Guide cookies. Boring cookies.
Maple snaps and moose droppings.
Those would be good.
Which ones?
We get Thin Mints one season for like a week, and then we get almost like a knockoff Oreo that's 1 row of vanilla and 1 row of chocolate in like an Oreo box in one other time of the year. And it's like a week total on each, and that's it.
Who has wrenches?
When I was a kid, we had this popular thing that popped up. Joe probably remembers it.
What?
Sesame sticks.
Yeah.
You didn't like those?
God, no.
You're not supposed to eat sesame sticks.
Yeah, they're. It was like trail mix, sort of.
Yeah, I understand. But
Sportsman's mix.
that's like those sun chip things.
Oh, I love a
Why bother?
But they were. I mean, you went into Sears and you remember they had the little candy and nut display counter. You'd go up and get a bag of nuts or candy, Swedish fish, and stuff like that. They had all sorts of really interesting candies. In there.
Hey,
Zach, next time you go down to watch a rocket launch, just buy all the Girl Scout cookies you can find, put them in a big box, and UPS it to your home
I mean
address.
to do that every time.
I know, but you should.
The wait, crowdfund it. Well, wait a minute. First, check with customs to see if they'll actually.
I was gonna say I'm not even sure they're allowed across the border
to Canada. There might be.
The only reason they're not allowed across the border is because the Border Patrol will eat them all.
Yeah, they won't
probably. I mean, it still shocks me that it's $2,500 per Kinder Egg that I bring to the United States if I get caught.
Mark, there's a thing that Joe's got scrolling across. If you will click on it, it will show your name, so you're not showing it.
You can't click on it.
You
have to
can't
type
click
it.
on the
No,
scroll. You have to type it into your browser.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, Josh. Hey, I've got to say, Josh behaved himself Thursday.
Very much so.
Hey, John, I think Zach needs to get the Lay's potato chips made with Olean.
Oh no!
Olean?
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah.
What do you want to give Zach?
He is literally being a hit. Okay.
Well, what else is new?
Hey, Zach, it is the equivalent of sugar-free gummy bears.
What's wrong with you? I'm gonna have those when I come to HallowCon, and you're not gonna have an open bathroom.
Heather, it ain't leakage; it's projectile. Seriously, there are certain brands of potato chips that I can't eat anymore because they've started frying them in this really obscure, cheap oil.
Sun chips.
And
some chips for me.
Explosive decompression is the best way to describe it.
My question is, why do they sell all of these things at the airport gift shop? The number of people I have watched buy Haribo sugar-free gummy bears and then board a 9-hour flight, you just know there's going to be a problem on that plane.
Especially when you realize that airplane's going to be in a slightly lower air pressure inside. Things are
The
going
fact
to
that
want to exit from all orifices
The
quickly.
fact that there is a vacuum seal on the toilet in the airplane might be a godsend. Okay.
All I know is on the
Yeah,
flight
that's
from
what it would sound
Toronto.
like.
All I know is from the flight from Toronto to Edmonton, every time someone walked out of the front bathroom, the lady had to go in and clean it. The flight attendant didn't ever leave the front of the plane for a 4-hour flight. She was just always going into the bathroom.
I think it was you, Zach.
I don't use airplane bathrooms because they don't design them for fluffy people.
We don't question your personal life here.
Not furry, fluffy.
No, not you. The comment. Not the green room. Not the green room. Not the green
I
room.
wonder what it'd be like if I got into a airline bathroom.
Oh Lord,
Oh, dear God.
there'd be more than doors falling off planes.
The doors with bolts would still be falling off planes.
DB Cooper wouldn't be the only person jumping out the back of the damn plane. Okay.
I don't care if there's not a parachute. I'm not staying here.
Hey, the pilots would have it made because the air blows backwards.
Yeah, I would puncture a
I am
hole just
so
so the
not
oxygen
touching that
tanks have
line.
to be dropped.
I agree, Dan.
There's
if
some
y'all
things I
ever
will
wanna
not even
watch
comment on in the green room.
If you ever want to watch anything funny, look up Billy Connolly airplane fart.
Look up Andre the Giant airplane fart.
I am now, boss.
Andre the Giant went and took a dump in an airplane restroom, and they almost landed the plane in an emergency situation. It was that bad.
Oh.
Yeah, a 12-ounce beer can looked like the little bitty mini cans that Coca-Cola has out now in his hand.
He still holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the most 12-ounce beers drinking in one sitting.
Yeah. Was 116 or something like that?
Some god awful man.
It was a keg and a half. Is what it equaled out to.
Heather?
119 12-ounce beers in 6 hours.
In 6 hours.
Oh, sounds like a Liberty Con. One year we went through 27 kegs of beer.
You got to remember, he was over 7 feet tall and weighed close to 400 pounds. A 12-ounce beer is not. He
was 535 pounds when Hulk Hogan.
He probably sweats that much beer in an hour.
When he was in his peak condition, he was 416 pounds. The problem is he kept growing because of the
condition. Was it a thyroid?
I think the Big Show
acromegaly.
Had the same condition, but they found a way to stop his pituitary gland from secreting the hormone that kept him going.
Okay.
But there was a story about him where he was in a hotel taking a dump once, and the toilet was too close to the wall, and he ended up blasting out the side of the wall into the hallway.
It's like Mark.
Well, I've almost done that.
It's like Mark said in The Princess Bride. He let out a fart so loud, and it was kind of smelly too, and just about stopped production. And I think the director went over to him finally and said, "Are you okay?" He said, "I am now."
Rob Reiner.
Yeah. Everybody just turned and looked. Rob Reiner goes, "Andre, you okay?" He goes, "I am now, boss."
Oh, hang on a minute. He farted for 16 seconds solid. What's strange enough.
True.
Let me see here.
Yep.
That's right. And Joe Dog, I will never try and take any leavings from a keg home with me again.
Aw.
That stuff needed to be poured out the next morning before we even packed up the van.
Well, yeah, those now that the stuff I put in the plastic bottle actually held up pretty good. The stuff I put in the glass bottles didn't.
I'm just going to let you go ahead and get all the alligators in the sewer and Dalton drunk as all get out. I learned my lesson.
So in the private chat, I put the link to the YouTube video for the Night of Dawn's Taco, and then I found the story about Big Show. It was at a hotel in Japan that he blew out the wall in.
Okay.
So I threw those in the private chat. Oh, hi, Sugar.
Yep.
Well, now that we had the meeting of the Cat Appreciation Society,
Beer break.
Wait! You got to see my new mouse pad.
Nice.
It looks like Puffin Up. It looks like Georgette.
oh, did I tell you what they did to my lab while I was on vacation in January?
For the
No.
one day you came back to see it.
I went back to get the rest of my personal belongings out of the lab and empty my locker. I get there, I sit down, get a cup of coffee in the break room. I've still got like half an hour before I can clock in because there's a time that you have to clock in. Before I finished the cup of coffee, I'd already heard the story about 6 different times. Someone ignored my warnings about using the overhead central heat and air unit, especially in the wintertime.
Mhm.
And they had cranked it on, even though I had a space heater sitting there to prevent this emergency. The drain line from the central heat and air unit froze up one night, and the drain pan overflowed through the air conditioning units and flooded my lab.
No, it flooded their lab.
No, at the time it was still mine. Ruined
They can have it now.
Would you? Yeah, they can have it now. I even left the wrinkled paperwork that was on my desk. Seriously, I went in. There was plastic sheets everywhere, and a fan pointed at the carpet. And evidently they had to vacuum the shop vac the water out and then dry it out before I got back and started raising hell. No, nothing blew out. One of the as far as I know, one of the 2 computers in there almost fried because, try running a computer with open vents on the top of it when it's raining inside a room. These people, you tell them there's a reason I don't turn this on. They turn it on. If I swear, if I'd hung a wet paint sign people would come from the far side of the planet to touch it and find out. Oh,
Well-
Carl, I am so glad I don't have to go back. Now the only I shan't say that. I started to caught myself. Self-editing is a thing. There are levels of not very with itness. Yes, I had to use the long form on that one. That I'm willing to endure. But that is a level that makes Mount Olympus look like a molehill. And is it wrong of me? But I bet I know exactly who did it.
No.
No, because you probably know who did it.
And that particular person had no reason to be in my lab at all, except there's no windows and you can close the door and nobody can see you sleep.
No explosions. It just
No
flooded.
explosions. Not until I lost my temper that day. I went back in for the last day. Oh, there were some purple fireworks. Yes.
Which
Good
one of you
Lord.
dumbasses did this?
Oh, I don't think I even have to ask that question. I know exactly which dumbass did that. Hey,
Well,
they took the lock off the door. That's all I can say. I used to lock it up so nobody could get in there and goof off.
yeah.
But they took the lock off the door. Yes, it is their problem. Oh, yeah. Yeah. After 46 years of working there, industrial language is something I have a black belt in. I try and refrain.
Well,
Sometimes circumstances make that impossible.
I've been told that I have a mouth that would make a sailor blush. I took it as a compliment.
I am so not touching that line, my dear.
timestamp 1 hour 29 minutes, Carl.
I'm sure he will.
I just better get royalties off of this shit, more than a quarter. Bachman.
Mhm.
That's okay. Just buy a bunch of them and sell them on eBay. You'll be a millionaire in about a week.
List them on your OnlyFans. Hell, it's
I
pretty
don't
good
have an
business.
OnlyFans.
Damn it! Why do I keep looking then?
I don't know.
Well, it's called Only Tacos.
I don't have that either.
No, I bet you searches would go through the roof with that one.
Why do I have a feeling that Joey is checking to see if that domain is available? You're
We
muted,
can't hear you.
Joey.
You're muted.
You're muted.
I
That might
just
be a
opened
good.
that tab.
It's going to be registered any second now.
Oh, no, it's not. OnlyTacos.com is a premium domain.
It is.
I would say so, yes.
$4,988 plus the normal $21.99 a year.
But you could get OnlyTacos.club for only $2.99 Canadian per year.
Oh, that's yeah. So $6 American.
No, hey Joe, what about
No other way.
DonsTaco.com?
What about what?
What about DonsTaco.com?
Well, I could get the OnlyTacos.com for a penny. But DonsTaco.com.
is for
Oh no, Carl's just registered it.
DonsTaco.com is 1 Canadian penny for the first year,
Yep.
and then $32.99 for 2 more years.
Ah,
Wow.
now you got someplace to put all the pictures for the.
And then you can have the DonsTaco.club, and then DonsTaco.online and .vip.
Ooh.
It should be the VIP.
Oh, don't forget
Oh.
DonsTaco.live and
Not the
.store.
green room, Dan. Not the green room. Not the green room.
DonsTacoHouse.com.
What about
It's just
DonsTacoGarden.com.
something about the way she said VIP, and I go, oh, I could be so naughty.
Oh, the
What-
House
what-
of Don's Taco is available too.
Don's Taco Deli.
what about
Oh.
DonsTaco.org?
DonsTaco.org is available.
I got a feeling next Friday is going to be really interesting.
Don's Taco Stop.
Yeah, there we go. Stop.
Don's Taco Spot.
Ooh, there you go. That's
What about Don's Taco and more?
DonsTacoPopup.com is available.
Oh,
Don's
Okay,
Taco
okay.
Palace.
And to believe I got this started with just one comment.
No. Is sweetdrizzle.com open?
No. That domain is taken.
.ca is available.
DeliciousDrizzle.com is available. So is SweetDrench.com and SyrupStream.com.
you're kidding me.
Are you okay?
Canada hasn't snapped that one up yet.
I'm betting that sweetdrizzle.com is licensed to Turlena.
Or, and these just made my top 5 in no particular order. YummySprinkle.com,
Ooh,
CandyGlaze.org,
welcome to Canada.
Oh, she looks nice.
CandySprinkle.org, DeliciousDrizzle.org,
Ooh.
and FlavorBurst.org.
What was that last one, Joey?
FlavorBurst.
Well,
Only if you do it
SweetDrizzle.com
right.
doesn't load, so whoever runs it, get your work together.
Flavorburst.org. Only if you do it right.
MySweetDrizzle.com is available, though.
Ooh.
So was ours. Oh, I mean, oh, whoops.
Sweetly Drizzle.
Oh, is COC.com available?
That's a good one, Zach.
Chris, you're blushing. Why are you doing that?
He blushes adorably, though, doesn't he?
COC.com is not, but COC.online is.
COC.group.network. Oh, COC.global.
What about coc.org? Because remember, we're an organization.
Well,
Yeah, it's taken.
It's too bad they don't have a .cult.
There's COC.inc.
I don't think he's
that
got
one's on
tattoos.
sale for $1,000.
Which one?
COC.inc.
Chris, you have a very angry look on your face or something, and it's only half your face.
Oh, cultofchris.com is also taken, but .ca is available.
GetCoc.org is available.
Wait a
And
minute.
GoCoc.org.
What about hallowed Cult of Chris?
Cultofchris.help.
That sounds
That's
appropriate.
what he's thinking right now.
Oh, you can get the Just see cult.
HallowCoc.com is available.
Just see cult.com. It's only 8,075 Canadian dollars.
Oof.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, cultofchris.org is available though. Only $15.99.
Oh, Dawn.
What? Don't. No, I'm not thinking about anything.
You got a $20 bill. You can have that domain.
What about Faces of Dawn? That would be perfect for the calendar.
I think that was linked to on
It's available.
PersianTV.com.
Faces of Dawn is only 1 Canadian penny for the first year.
Somebody tell Carl. No.
Carl's don't have one, damn.
Oh, facesofdawn.hair is available also.
Where's Dan when you need him?
Why's Carl saying damn it?
UncleCarl.com is still taken. Ooh, greenroom.chat's available.
Ooh.
Hear that, Carl?
Is that one of the high dollar ones or
20 Canadian a year? Normally 67.
what is that in American dollars?
About
35 cents.
You all right, Dan?
Sorry about that. Lindsay wanted to say goodnight, and she hates being on camera. So,
Aw. Good night, Lindsay.
Good night, Lindsay.
Carl'sGreenroom.com is available.
Woo!
I bet UncleCarl'sGreenroom.com is available.
Actually, I do wonder because there are algorithms that go around Facebook looking for Facebook page names, group names, and then buying up the.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think he has enough hits on his site to actually attract any of that, but you never know.
Oh, those eyes.
It's like that kid when the internet first started out. He copyrighted IBM.com.
Mm.
What are you smirking about, Dan?
I'm smirking, but it ain't for the same reason Dan is.
Why is Dan smirking? That's what I want. I'm not worried about you smirking, Joe Dog.
You should be. He lives close.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. No more smirk.
What are you spraying silly string around the room for?
There's so much liquid coming out of that I'm actually afraid for your electronics.
That's air freshener.
Hey, industrial air freshener and disinfectant.
Yeah, but it should be an aerosol, not coming out as big ass droplets.
That stuff is not good for your computer.
He was in such a hurry.
There he went.
He was in such a hurry to get rid of the stench. He didn't care.
Yeah.
He didn't shake the can.
Chris knows. Chris has experienced it.
What about the domain getcoc.com? So it's getcock.com.
Taken.
But you can get a brokerage service to try to get it for you.
But catchcoc.com is available.
Catchcock?
Hey, he does run rather fast.
Oh, I've got a good one. MyCoc.com is available.
And getcoc.club is available. And so is .org.
That's definitely
What you were saying there, John, though, it is true. Because the launchpad.ca, I know I looked at 3 years ago, and it was like $40 like a year or something for it. But we're like, we don't really need it. Yeah, it's now $1,000.
Of course.
Yeah, that's because you've got all of
you've got what do they call it?
the following you have.
Followers, yeah.
In other words, Zach, you blew up.
As long as I didn't run on air, that's okay. Or if I did, at least it wasn't seen.
Oh,
Well, folks, I
why
know
does
we
my
got
brain work this way?
The United States Army
And
got
what they do now.
got paid like $150,000 to give up the domain name Disney.com or Disney.org, one of them, Disney. Something, because at Fort Knox, Kentucky, they had Disney Barracks, which was a basic training barracks for new recruits. You've seen it in the movie Stripes. That's where they filmed the movie Stripes at. Whereas everybody that lived in the area called it Disneyland.
Why do I hear soldiers standing around going, how do I get out of this Mickey Mouse outfit?
Anyway.
So I just had a question posed to me.
Yes.
And yes, I am going to say this one out loud, Dawn. DawnsPublicTaco.com is available. It gets better, though. Because underneath it on GoDaddy, occasionally it'll say why it's such a great domain name. And it says why it's great. Dawns and taco are high-value keywords with an average sale price of $1,986 to $2,395.
So congratulations, you got a valuable taco, Don.
Yeah.
Just
Hey,
price
Don, you're on this
yourself
side
out
of
of
me.
my range.
You're on the other side of me tonight. If you try to give me a kiss, you won't get my taco this time.
Quick, somebody call Heidi Fleiss.
And in case you're wondering, Dawn, Crispy Dawn Taco is also available.
What about soft or hard?
Yes. What was the question again?
What about? I'm going to type it because I'm not
that's
saying
more
out
of a
loud.
time lapse.
What he needs to look up is Don's Hot Taco.com.
Now, how did Zach wind up back up there? I thought I put me up there.
Because I'm presenting.
Dawn's Hot Taco is available.
Okay, folks, we need a GoFundMe here.
So is Dawn's Hot Express, Dawn's Hot Grill, and Dawn's Hot Spot.
Ooh.
And Dawn's Hot Supreme.
What about
good
Dawn's
night,
Hot
Donna.
Drizzle?
Good night, Donna.
Good night, Donna.
We will miss you. Although I don't know how we're supposed to top this.
Dawn Taco Hut.
What was it?
Dawn Taco Hut.
Okay. What about
If you
Dawn's
got
Taco
something you're
Drizzle?
proud of, you
Was
next
it a
to go ahead and
buffet?
build a shed over it.
Is it a buffet?
Joe Dog, will you get them out of my head?
What'd you say, John?
So what about Dawn's Taco Drizzle?
DonsBuffet.com is available.
DawnsTacoDrizzle.com is available, and it says why it's great. Drizzle is a high-valued keyword that has an average sale price of $2,594.
So if we ever decide to join forces and start an LLC, Joe, we know exactly where we're going. We're going to call it the Taco Drizzle.
What about Drizzle and Twizzle?
DTC.
Oh, so there's also Dawn's Drips Tacos.com.
I'll pass on that place.
I kind of like the idea. Drizzle and sizzle. It's pancakes and tacos.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Because we may have an end for really good maple syrup.
Looking at you, Zachy.
Dons.com is available.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Only
that's-
2,692 Canadian. Estimated value 19,000.
Oof.
I was
You
just
can
making an
make an
OnlyFans
offer.
joke, and we've
Hey,
got a good
that
30
that
minutes.
ain't enough. She's worth more than that.
What about savorydrizzle.com?
I think Waffle House has already patented that one.
StickyDrizzle.com is available.
Ooh,
Oh.
nice.
So is Savory.
1
so
hour,
delightful
46 minutes,
Grizz.
46 seconds, Carl.
Oh.
Honestly, I never realized how animated my face was until somebody started doing all these damn screenshots.
Thank you, StreamYard. Yeah, that's okay. That's,
Hey, we just love making you laugh.
Don'sTastyTaco.com is available, along with DonTacoAddict.com,
That's you guys.
DonTacoBliss.com, DonTacoCraze.com, DonTacoDelight.com,
I like that one. Hmm.
and Don Taco Delish. Oh, and Don Taco Temptation.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don Taco Fusion.
Ooh. Fused with what, though?
Sweet
You
Drizzle.
don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Drizzle.
No, we are not combining the taco and the drizzle.
Why not?
Okay. Now, I used to work for Godfather's Pizza, and they had a cinnamon dessert pizza.
Oh, I love
Oh,
those.
yes.
And I was one of the few people that actually put the drizzle on top of that thing just right.
I was gonna say you have to have the.
Would you like to say that again, John?
Yeah. I was actually one of the people that could put the drizzle on that thing right. They had this big squirt bottle that was like twice the size of this thing with the big, nozzle.
Oh, good lord!
Twice the
trick
size
was-
of this thing. That's a green room hashtag.
You
if
had
there
to
ever
start-
was one.
Hello?
You had to start from the inside and work your way out. But what you did was you grabbed the pizza pan, put it on the table, and spin the pan and just run it out. Nobody could ever get the hang of it.
There's another hashtag. Just run it out.
He has this is not the green. We had some really good hashtags last night too.
Yeah.
Drizzlebottle.com.
Ooh.
Not available.
Drizzlenipple.com.
What about orderdonstaco.com?
She
You're
doesn't
not
take
ordering a
orders.
taco.
She doesn't take orders.
I give them.
Really,
Absolutely.
try and tell her something to do. She.
We're not screenshotting that face.
Speak for yourself, little boy.
Well, it's 149.30 if Carl's looking.
So that means it's almost time.
I'm really surprised GoDaddy hasn't blocked my IP yet for just looking up a bunch of random domains. That and whatever CIA or three-letter alphabet agency is, overseeing my internet browsing is going.
Oh, for
what?
God's Okay. First of all, I've worked for the government. Okay. I've done that before. All right. Trust me. Saturday night in Washington, D.C., they don't care what you put on the internet as long as it's entertaining. They're bored.
Really?
Sourcreamhairbow.com. Jeez, Carl.
Ew.
Yeah, but he is right.
Oh, thank you, Carl.
Just out of curiosity, what about taco seasoning?
Dawn's Taco Seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
How about only taco fans?
Dawn's Taco Seasoning is available.
1 hour 51:25.
Dawn's Taco Aroma.com.
Oh, wow.
Dawn's Taco
151:35.
He's screenshotting my expressions now.
Don'sTacoCandle.com.
Dawn's Taco Spices and Dawn's Taco Taste.com.
Oh,
Now he's screenshotting Zach's face.
TasteDonsTaco.com is available.
Yeah,
Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea. All right.
Only Dawn's Taco is available. And I think I could speak for the majority of us here tonight. We could all be a member of Dawn'sTacoGuru.com.
Oh,
Good night, folks. Oh.
So you're sticking around to the end of the show now, Joe.
what
We'll-
about?
We'll be here all week. Try the veal.
Sometimes I'll just stir shit up for no reason.
Don'sTaco.today. It's where you should post a daily photo.
Oh, be still, my beating heart.
Oh God, I don't even need to say that.
What was that, Chris? You started.
Nothing. It was concerning my cult, and I don't need to give anybody any
Yes,
idea.
you better say it. I outed myself on a couple. What's yours? Come on.
Well, you didn't out yourself. I could have been nice and just messaged you back.
Or just said, hey, I just thought of this. Come on, Chris. What is it?
COC exclusive.
It's a
Dawn's
taco
Rocket
box.
Tacos. They're a blast.
I now know what the fusion was.
COC exclusive is available. So is COC Enigma,
How about COC for all?
COC Essence, COC Essentials, COC Select.
Zach, you need to get that picture from John and just
I'm putting it on a shirt,
COC Elite.
and it's just going to say Don's Go for Launch.
I buy that shirt.
What other cocks did we come up with now, Joe?
That's a loaded question.
Rudolph?
It doesn't have a sour cream bow on it.
Yes, like this.
Why do
Well, Dan, I wish you the best of luck in topping this show tonight.
I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to run the opening credits and then run the end credits.
Bedtime story. Everybody's thinking about cock and tacos. Andres,
I need that gift from Carl. Train just going off the tracks.
You need that as a T-shirt, Joe.
What?
The train going off the tracks.
Well, he used to do a show called Southern
Fried Train Wreck.
Well, I mean, seriously, what would the obvious caption be? Hey, I just ran here.
We need John to come back so he can give us a recap of everything
Well,
we've covered
what
tonight.
he needs
'cause I
to
don't
have on that
remember.
shirt was some asshole left me in charge.
No, Chris, you need that shirt.
I'm trying to figure out the best cover.
There's a GoFundMe for us, boys.
drizzlecockandtaco.com.
That's a really wild combination there.
You're
With
just
extra
trying to
hot
have
sauce.
an umbrella corp.
You know, taco drizzle could be a really big thing.
It could.
TacoDrizzle.com. You got all the drizzles for all your tacos.
You know,
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Godfather's,
Well,
Godfather's had a taco pizza.
It was very good.
Yes, it was.
and
miss
guys,
Godfather's.
it's time.
Good night, everybody.
Thank God.
Round 2.
I don't know if he can help us right now.
The Matador.
My night ain't over
The
yet.
Matador.
I'm going to bed.
All right.
Good night,
little-
everybody.
Good night.
Good
Good
night,
night.
y'all. Oh yeah, definitely. Click the QR, get your badges for HallowCon.
It might
Damn
not
it,
not be a
click it.
monkey.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.